Like we did it, baby.
I'll be right back, Mama. I gotta talk to Jill really fast.
Oh, and when exactly are you going to get to finishing that assignment?
That, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Look, Bach, this is one of your last assignments. And we didn't get you this far just for you to be
Mama, I got this.
Bach. You need to get this done. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and congratulations.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm almost finished with that report. I really like that poem. It's obscure and everything, but it reminds me of those little poems we used to write each other in grade school. How much do you have done?
I mean, I'm not really finished, and the poem stuff really isn't my thing. But you ready for the party Saturday? I mean, it's gonna be live. I'm telling you now.
Oh yeah, the party.
You mean the party I've been telling you about for what? The past week?
Yeah. Stephanie's gonna pick me up so we can buy clothes for
Oh shit, you gotta come with that splash.
it.
What's up, man? What you came here with my mother? She was sitting in the office when I left. All right, so what you think you gonna get for that splash? I know I'm gonna be the number one in there.
You know it's gonna be hard for you to be number one if you don't finish that assignment. It's the last one for the
I
semester.
know that poetry stuff just really isn't for me.
Well, it used to be.
Well, here.
Defeated sadness, it grinds, pushing up against and ultimately melding with the illusion that lay before us. A new world is created, although twisted. Its presence shakes the foundations of what once was until it's consumed. Nothing but a shining memory of the gilded towers of gold that flow through the never ending road of promise. Haunted by the horrors and malice of the world, we run, hoping to find a memory that will never be. Wow. I didn't expect this. This is something. Something like your. I like it. But I'd focus more on aspects that are positive in your life. But that's just me.
Well, read this one.
You close the door. Getting into bed, you hear the sweet sounds of emotions tumbling, humming in your ears. Hmm.
Joe, you ready? We gotta get these closed before Saturday.
Oh, hey, Jacqueline. I'll be on my way. I'm coming. Sorry, V. I'll have to read it some other time. I guess I'll see you at the party. But please finish that assignment.
Mm, What were you guys doing? Is Vox still trying to finish that dumbass assignment?
Uh, yeah, and he was reading me some of his poems that he wrote.
Oh my god. Ew. Vox, I didn't even know you wrote those dumbass things. Who knew you ever had the withdrawal to write them? Well, come on, we gotta go. Look good for the men. We're gonna be at the party. Hopefully the real Vox doesn't show up. I don't know who this poetry guy is.
Thank you, Patrick. You Oh, well, I read your text earlier. What did you want to talk about? Firstly, I just wanted to congratulate you on your promotion. I'm excited for you, especially on a day like this. Well, thank you. I mean, Vok hasn't really said much about it, but we're getting through it. I understand. You've always been one for pushing things. Absolutely. I'm assume you passed by Vok on your way in, talking to his little lady friend. Yes, I overheard something about a party, but when I approached them, they were talking about a poem. Hmm. He's supposed to go to college in a couple of months, and he's worried about the party. So, what was it? What was the question you wanted to ask me? I don't want to seem to intrude. I apologize, but for the question, seeing as to how you've recently been promoted, would you happen to know the status of your old position? Oh, oh, no worries. I'll speak with him about that later on. And we're in the process of reviewing candidates right now. So, why do you ask? Seeing as to how I did on the teacher's exam as well in your class, I was wondering if I could take over the position. Um, Patrick, while I won't deny that you do beyond exceptional work, I hardly think that constitutes you taking over a whole class. Like, I mean, it's a task beyond your abilities right now. I'm more than equipped. I want to be a teacher for those like me. Intellect is only a fraction of what you need to lead, let alone teach. And the fact that you're asking at a time like this shows you're clearly not ready. I am ready. He taught me everything I need to know, and he's the best. Patrick, I have a lot I need to deal with right now.
How many times I read this, there's no way I can describe it.
Hard at work, I see. Almost done, honey?
You gotta stop popping up like that, mama. You're scaring me, but yeah, I'm making good work of it.
Oh, good. Let me see it.
Well, it's still a work in progress. I've pretty much figured it out, but up here, I should have it all done by tonight, at least.
Honey, you've been working on this for the last 3 days. Like, all I've seen you do is sit outside, talking to that girl, staring at God knows what, and lying on the floor. Now, if you can't get this done, you can.
I'm gonna get it done, mama. I just got to get more of an understanding.
Well, today's your lucky day. Patrick came by to talk with me.
That's good and all, but what does that have to
We've
do?
covered that poem in last semester's class, and his reflection on it was absolutely brilliant.
Mama, I get that, but
Nope,
I
can't
can
go to the party Saturday night if you don't finish or fail this assignment.
wait.
Well, look, Vok, when are you going to start taking this seriously? I mean, all that we've done to get here. I had to work my ass off to get here.
I just need to.
And all that time I spent getting you through school, working my way through my job, and all you do is sit on the floor and talk to your little lady friends. I I understand that you're young. And I want you to do the things that other young people do, but I'm not going to let you throw away everything you've done so far. And it is damn sure not going to happen today.
We'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ready to get started? Oh man, I'm sorry. There you go. What wrong page? That's just some notes I was writing. I'm here. There's the blank page. What do you got for me? Your mother talks about you all the time. She really wants to see you do well. I know. It's just that I've never really been into this poem stuff. Like, not since, your mother. The title is a little misleading. Broaden your interpretation. Broaden my interpretation. Wait, I'm not getting you. I'm not getting you. Okay. The poem is more about being alone. It's quite contradictory on its face. Look deeper than that. Maybe a bit like that poem I started reading, maybe like that poem I started reading earlier. But I did. You just can't make this make sense. Wait, and why are you reading my personal stuff anyway? That's not what this is for. What did my mother tell you? What makes you equipped to even teach me? I understand what you wrote was personal, but from what I read, it was actually quite beautiful. It actually feels quite familiar. And all your mother said, but that it's the test, nothing more. The person that taught me everything. What is dissecting literally? What's your fault? Oh shit. I never knew. Um, I always heard him talk about one of his students, but I never knew you and him were the same person. I thought he'd be older. When did you? All right, look. There's this girl. Her name's Jill, right? When we were younger, we'd write little poems to each other. Nothing serious, but I kept getting better at it. But I stopped for 3 years ago, and today I stopped 3 years ago. the day my father passed. But when I think about her, I get this spark back for it. I mean, you can read the damn poem. I mean, you can read the damn poem if you want, but I won't be able to see her if I don't get this done. You close the door, get in the bed, you hear the sweet sounds of emotion stumbling, humming in your ears, fumbling, mimicking the flow of your body so mildly. Blindly, you awake. It was a mistake. You were dreaming of me, pleading with me to release my hold over you. Unwinding debate has shifted its weight. The string of fate has now dictated. It's too late. And this feeling, this raw emotion is something that really moves me. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but it reminds me of something I've seen before. I appreciate that. But I mean, that's something totally different. That's a living, breathing person. I just can't feel the same way about a damn poem. Wait. Where you going? Where you see just going up and leave like that? Wait, you took my notebook. The hell? What are you doing? Look around you. Imagine I'm not here. What do you see? What's around you? This is just the same entrance to the school, that stupid big tree and uncut grass, big audience. Big audience. Close your eyes, use your imagination, and think past just what you see and what you consider to be your audience. Maybe a friend. I still don't notice anything differently. No. You know, you know, you sure have a lot to say for someone who can't talk. This must be how geniuses talk to each other. This must be how geniuses talk to each other. Geniuses. I wasn't born mute. I started losing my voice at about 8 years old when I started attending this school. Before your father was the dean and both of your parents were just teachers, he taught my class. I had to rely on imagination to write out what things and people around me looked like so people could still understand me. He taught me how to still have a voice without really having one. Um, I'm sorry. I'm just mad. I don't mean to take it out on you. Thank you for helping me. Now I pose you a question. How can you intricate and expressive about this chill, but not about things that exist around you in nature? I mean, that poem you read, it's inspired by a poem my father wrote that got them together. My mother used to have it framed in her office, but she took it down not long after he passed. But it's still in there somewhere. Somewhere. Wow. I've seen it so many times. I've never really stopped to think about it, but I feel that you could strip the emotion that you attribute to the person and stretch it to the world you exhibit. You'll do well. My final question to you is what's really around you? It really gets to the root of the person's outlook on how they live. The person can feel like they're going through the world alone, sure, but whether that's true or not is not really up for debate. At least I think. Like a cloud that one is alone, aimless, not tethered to anything or anyone, it's still connected. While its anchor is invisible, this part becomes the sum of the whole through nature. And if nature can be connected to something like a cloud that isn't the person, why can't the person be connected to? What I'm trying to say is that no one is ever really alone. Whether a person is there or they pass into a higher place, they are still here with all of us.